Hi everyone, I'm Shaylin here with Reedsy. Today we're just gonna do kind of a fun video and be talking about 5 things that I wish I had known about becoming a writer. Before I became a writer, to be fair, I started writing as a child. I was like 8 years old when I started writing, so naturally I didn't know these things. But these are some things that I have observed, some unique habits and struggles that will come up if you were a writer. First of all is that you are creating a double life for yourself. I think a lot of writers will relate to the idea that if your writing isn't working, your life doesn't feel like it's working. Everything can be fine, but if my book is not working, if my book is off, everything just feels off. I can't really be content until the book is working. And then once you get the book working, inevitably it will stop working again. You're creating this like double life for yourself, but they both affect each other. Number 2 is that no one is going to get it. No one's gonna understand all of the weird things that go on in your brain when you're a writer. You have expansive stories and people in your brain living their lives, but they're fake, but they feel real. And normal people, non-writers, it's hard for them to get this. I think it's especially hard for them to understand how much this will take over your life at points. And non-writers don't really get it. They don't really understand the pure obsession that you have with worlds and people and situations that are completely imaginary, because they don't feel imaginary to you. But if it's not something you have also experienced, it's hard to imagine why someone would care and invest so much in things that are technically entirely fake. Number 3 is that you will never feel like you have enough time. Ever. Never. I don't believe, does any writer ever feel like they have enough time? You basically have created a second job for yourself. It can be hard when you're a writer, especially if you have other responsibilities like most writers do, to let yourself just relax. Sometimes you feel kind of guilty when you're not using that time to be productive. I think it's normal for writers to kind of never feel like they have enough time, especially if you have so many things you want to write and you come to the realization that you will never have enough time in your life to write them. You get to a point where the only solution would be immortality. Number 4 is that you will see everything through the lens of whether or not it's a possible idea. Every time you go somewhere, every time you meet someone, you're gonna be asking yourself, can this be a book? Can I put this in my story? I don't know if normal people, whenever they like go on vacation, spend their vacations turning everything into a book. And the final one, no one will ever have a realistic view of your job. They either think that you make way more money than you make, or that you will never make any money at all. People either think that writers have absolutely no job prospects. When I was in school for writing, I had people say things to me like, oh, I hear that qualifies you for a job at McDonald's. You basically get told constantly that you have no career prospects whatsoever. But then on the other hand, there are also people who think that any writer who has actually published a book is a billionaire, and that selling a book basically is equivalent to being rich. Most published authors, even authors who are bestsellers, often aren't able to live solely on their writing, and so people will always have an extremely warped sense of your career, and it can get a little frustrating. So those are 5 things that I did not know about being a writer. These are some unique struggles that non-writers might not suspect. Let me know if I missed any. What weird writer experience were you completely unaware of until you became a writer, or that you didn't really expect? Let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any new videos from us. We've got new writing, editing, and publishing tips every Tuesday and Friday. Until next time.